joining us and thank you for listening to our video. Today we wanted to talk to you about mindset shift. So,
Basically, like if you ever watched anything from us on Instagram, Facebook, or getting any of our emails, you know by now that behind this idea of be positive and that's all we are about, we're talking about mindset shift or about positive mindset shift. And we realize that maybe some of you are not 100% aware of what does it mean.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to have a chat about it, and you can listen to us and know a little bit more about what mindset is.
so what mindset is? Like you can have mindset for success, mindset for growth, mindset for stress relief.
Basically, even before that, mindset by definition is
The state
the
of
state of our mind. Okay, so everything that we do is based on the state of our mind. If we look at things, if we think about things, if we behave in a certain way, it's based on the way that our mind is set at the exact moment. Now, the thing is, we have different mindsets for different things that we do in life. We bet like you are aware of this kind of situation. Like if I tell you, what is your mindset regarding your work? Is it the same as your relationship mindset? Or is it the same with your health?
Sometimes yes, sometimes it's all aligned, but sometimes it's a big difference between different parts of your life, and that's okay. And let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe talk a bit about how do you get a mindset? Like it's the things you do in your life, different behaviors that you have, starting when you were a kid maybe, that got you to this state of mind that you are in today. And why we're talking about mindset shift is because sometimes we want to change our minds and the way we think and do things because we want to change something in our life.
Because mindset, because it's the guidelines, or not the guidelines, but because it's the thing that makes us do things in a certain way. Okay, so if we have a certain mindset that we have for years now, or that is based on the patterns and the way we thought for many years, that is maybe based on the way we were educated, maybe even things that are subconsciously part of our life and our youth, and we feel stuck. Like, and we keep on repeating the same thing. Like there is the thing that we're saying it a lot, but maybe you're not aware of it. 95% of the thoughts that we have today are exactly the same as we had yesterday.
Not only our thoughts, our behavior is the same every day.
We're basically on repeat mode.
Yeah, it's like watching the same movie every day. It's your life, but you're watching the same movie every day, again and again and again. And if you want to change, like, you have to change the movie.
There is actually a movie about that. I'm gonna add it to the link below. Like, you go and watch it. It's on Netflix, I think. But it's a movie about a girl that is reliving exactly the same day until she changes something. Okay? And if you look at this movie, you're like creeped by it because, like, honestly, it's not fun to understand that you're living exactly. And you might be asking yourself right now, but honestly, I'm not living exactly the same day that I had yesterday. Like yesterday, it was different. I was doing this and this and that, and today I'm doing this and this and that. But actually, on the common ground, we're almost doing exactly the same thing. So we're doing between 90 and 95% of our days over and over again. And this what create our habits, our patterns, our thoughts, our behaviors to be in a certain way. But our mindset is one of the things we can change everything almost. Mindset is one of the things that we have full control on. We can change and we can adapt for the things that we want. So those 5, 8, 10% that we can change from a day to another are based on this mindset, that how do we approach things. Okay,
so really, like, it's a work. Okay, we're not saying it's easy at all. you have to work and you have to practice every day, because it's only a small percentage that you can change every day. But if you can change those small percents, then imagine what will happen to you after 30 days or a year. Like, you can really transform your life if you change each day just 5%.
And like, you know what, when you say to yourself things like, this is me,
Oh, yeah.
I cannot change.
You know, actually, we were like this.
Yes.
I remember myself saying to you and to my mom when I was younger, oh, what do you want to do? Like, this is who I am. I can't change. Like, this is the way I think. This is the way I behave. Shut up, because this is just who I am. Why do you want me to change? But actually, now, after a few years, we know that we can change. Like,
and change is good.
Yeah.
Like, change is amazing. We're living on a journey. Like, from the moment we're born till the moment we die, it's part of the journey. We can do much about it. Everyone will go there. But we change constantly, all the time. Whether we're forced to change, hello COVID, made everyone change something in their lives. Or it's a change that we decide about it. But if we go back to mindset, so everything that is here in our brain, our mind, what we decide, the state of how we tackle things, this is something that is hard to change, because honestly, like, I don't know if you know about that, I don't know if you know about that, maybe because we talked about it a couple of times, but our brain is the laziest muscle in our body.
yeah.
Like, if we have a pattern, if we have a way to do things, if I'm telling you, like, the shortest way to go to work, then our brain decide for itself, like, he like mark it, highlight it. Okay, this is the easiest way to do things, so this is the only way that our brain will make us do things. So if we want to change this pattern, we need to work hard.
Yeah.
We need to, like,
Force
our brain. We need to, like, be clever than our own brain, and it's something that is crazy. For people to understand that, because basically we're trying to, like, make our brain thinks that he's stupid, but yeah, like, we're trying, working it harder, working other way, counter ways. And mindset is about that. It's like forcing our brain to say, yes, I know this is how you used to think about certain things. I want you to try and think differently.
Yeah, but actually, this is what we suggest you to say to yourself. Like, if you're in a position right now that you might be okay in your life, but you want to change, even if it's a small thing, or you want to change your life, or you want to change the way you feel, then you will have to say to yourself, well, this is the way I know, and it's easy, it's comfortable for me, but I'm not that happy with it. So I want to shift a little bit and look around. Maybe there are other ways to do things, other way to think, other way to see the world, other ways to behave. Like, it's a different way to work. Okay? Think about it. Like, every day you're going to work, like, you drive in your car, the same car, you go out of your house at the same time, you drive the same way, exactly. Okay? But today you might say to yourself, I'm gonna try a new way. So your mind is saying, no, we know the old way, we know it's gonna get us to work at time, don't fuck with me, okay? Because it's crazy. Why would you want to do that? It's so comfortable this way. We know it. Come on, let's do it. But you have to be stronger, and you have to say to your mind, but maybe there's a better way if we look a bit
differently. You know, sometimes you'll do that, and you'll discover that it was not better. That you tried a different route to work, but it took you longer. It was more complicated, whatever. But you will not know until you try.
Yeah.
And that's true for everything in your life. You will never know until you try.
Yeah.
And as we said before, if you change once, you can change again. Like maybe this route on this right side was not the right one for you, but try the one on the left, try the one on the diagonal, try everything around you until it suits you. And we're not only talking here about big life changes.
No, not at all.
We're talking about the day to day. Are you feeling like you can do more about your day? With your day, what you have, like you have a couple of hours every day that are free. What are you doing with those? It can be about, as I said before, like your relationships, your work, your hobbies, your kids if you have one, your dating life, your health, your diet. Everything that we do is based on the way, the state of our mind for everything that we try to do.
And you know, the more you try new changes and new things, the more flexible your mind gets. And then it won't be this hard to change again and to look to other directions once you get used to it. Because this is the practice.
Because as I said before, like if the brain is lazy and is always trying to do things the same way that he's doing, okay? But if you only do things a certain way, then this will always be the laziest way to do things, and this is how our brain will work. But if you trick it a little bit and you start changing everything from this autopilot, it's like turning off the autopilot that we have in our brain, and we all have it. We have it too.
Yeah.
We're forcing it a lot. We're still trying on certain things. But it's the autopilot. We say turn off the autopilot, and then basically we trick our brain to always try new things. So it's trying new food. It's trying new ways to go to work. It's trying new ways to like, I'll give you an example. I think I gave it to you. How are you putting your pants on in the morning? Are you putting the right foot first and then the left? Or the left foot and then the right? This is the easiest way to show you what an autopilot means. Because we all have a certain way to put pants on, and we put them exactly the same way every single day. So if you want to trick your brain, realize what are you doing, and then tomorrow morning, try the other way around. Yeah. And force your brain to try a new thing. So it's as I said, it's a new trying new foods. It's going to new places you've never. Don't go to the same restaurant you always go. Go to different places. Do things differently. Now, the more you're gonna do things differently, the more you're gonna create basically flexibility in your brain, because your brain will not ask yourself, "Ooh, where I want to go for dinner tonight," and it will only have one answer. It will have 30 answers. It will take time to get there, but it will have 30 answers, and this will be for a restaurant. But it will be the same for how do you want to go to work? Then I have 5 options to go to work today. I can take the bus, I can take the train, I can take the car, I can walk. I can walk in different ways, but I can do. So the more you have flexibility in your brain, then every change you will want to implement in your future will be easier, because this lazy brain that we have will not be that lazy anymore, because it will have choices all the time.
But it might not get easier in, like, you could have different aspects in your life that even if your mind is flexible, it's always hard.
It's always hard.
Like, I can give you an example. For me, I'm not a morning person. Like, I can say to you, I'm not a morning person. I've never been a morning person since I was a little girl. I was always the person was. I've had a hard time waking up, and a couple of years ago, when I got like really stressed and was at a really low point of my life, I went to a life coach, and he was a yoga teacher also, and he said to me, what's your morning routine? And I said, like, I don't have any. Like, I'm forcing myself out of bed. I try to get the kids ready for school. Like, I can barely open my eyes. He said, do you realize that this is how you start your day? I said, yeah, but I can't. Like, this is who I am. I'm not a morning person. And he said to me, well, try and force yourself. You won't be a morning person, but try to force yourself do something different in the morning. Like try practice yoga, for example, in the morning. I said, no, are you crazy? I can't do anything in the morning. And he said, well, if you're in a hurry, try and wake up an hour earlier. And I said to him, man,
No.
I won't do that because this is so hard for me to wake up. I say, okay, so if it's hard for you, find a way. Go to bed earlier, set an alarm that you like, do whatever you like, and start shifting your morning routine. And it was so hard, and it took me months. Like at first, it was just setting an alarm to 6 o'clock in the morning. And when it rang, I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. No. And the day after, no. And at first I was just putting it down. After I began to snooze it, and it took me months to get up. And when I succeeded to waking up in the morning at 6 o'clock, I was so tired. I didn't know what to do with myself. So I couldn't do yoga, obviously, but I did some breathing exercise. And then meditation came. And you know what? After 6 months, I think, I could do yoga in the morning. And it was hard, and I'll be honest, it still is, but it's been like 3 years I'm doing morning yoga every day. It's still hard every day because my mind is still saying to me, you're not a morning person. And I say, I know, but I want to do something different. And I can say to you that my morning routine changed a lot. My day changed. My mindset regarding this morning routine really shifted, and my whole day shifted with it.
And if now someone will ask you, are you a morning person?
No, I'm not a morning person.
But are you able to work on mornings?
Yeah, yes.
And I think that's the
I'm
difference.
still not a morning person. It's okay. I perform better at night or in the afternoon, but it's okay.
And that's fine. Like, we don't say you need to change who you are, okay? But for your well-being, for your better day-to-day, you might have to change a couple of things that you are used to. But those things to say, like, I'm not a morning person, then that's a fact. I don't do anything about it. No, it's an excuse.
Yeah.
Like, if you want certain things, do them.
Yeah.
But it's not, as Maayan just said, like, it doesn't get easier, or it doesn't get, like, completely natural.
No.
You might still have to work on that all the time. But it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth it because it really changed my whole day. Like the energy is so different. The way I look at morning now, the way I wake up, the way I wake up my girls, it's all different. Like it's so totally worth it. And you know what? When my brain gets stronger than me, and it tells me, "Oh, you've had a really hard week. You don't have to wake up today." I said, "Yeah, I do," and it's still hard, but it's worth it.
So that's an amazing example of how we are stronger than our own excuses. And we are, okay? We need to make sure that we remind ourselves of that. And if you are not sure about that, then do as we do, like put post-its all over your house and write yourself, like, I am stronger than my excuses. I can do it. And don't settle for anything less than what you want for yourself. Now, true, you might not know how to do that, and that's completely fine. Like, it's a process, it's a journey. But if you understand that you want something to change or improve a little bit, then you're already in an amazing place, because you understand that those things that you are saying to yourself are not set in stone. Like the fact that you are not a morning person, okay, so what? You can still perform in the mornings.
Absolutely.
The fact that you are an expat, that's a fact. It doesn't mean you cannot live an amazing experience abroad. The fact that you're a woman, it's a fact. Like, unless you want to go crazy and change this.
But it's not crazy, but even this you can change.
Even this you can change, that's fine. But basically, like, that's a fact. Everything, there are things that are facts. Question is, what are you doing with them?
Yeah.
And the answers to all of that
Yeah.
is mindset.
Yeah, it's all in your mindset, really. So, and this is great news. Like,
Yeah, that's amazing
once
news.
you understand that it's all in here, and you can change whatever you want, you can live the way you want to live. Like, it's yours. Then everything is possible. Imagine that everything is possible. Like, it's crazy. I wish someone had told us, like 10, 15 years ago, that
You know
you
what?
can do whatever you want.
You know what? It's funny when you're kids. Like, I don't know if you have kids. You have kids. You're telling it to them. Parents tell their kids, the sky is the limit. You can do everything you want. But then, like, as you grow up, like, I don't know if it's society or it's because, like, different things, we realize, like, the skies become really, really close to Earth, and it's not anymore the sky's the limit. It's actually you're your own limits.
Yeah.
We create our own limits. So break them up.
Yeah, if you created them, then you can break them.
You can break those limits, those limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, and then everything is open again. And mindset and mindset shift, and that's the reason why we're here today, is really about that. It's really about understanding that we are the masters of our own lives. We cannot change what's going on outside. Maybe that's another video. But we're the masters of our own lives. And if we're the masters of our own lives, we are in control of how we think, what we do, how we behave, what we would desire. Everything is about ourselves, and a proper positive mindset helps us get to do all those things.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if we keep on a negative mindset, then basically we are limiting ourselves. We're always telling ourselves, I can't do that, I am not strong enough, I am incapable, I'm not worth it. This is who I am. This is a limiting belief. Yes, this is who you are, but you can break it. If you can change it, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you'll have to give like a couple of tips of like mindset shift, things that you've done to start moving this needle a little bit on the scale.
Okay, so I think the first thing you have to do is to observe yourself without judging your behaviors and the way you act in your life, and just start to realizing what are those patterns you have, those autopilots you have. Just be an observer, okay? And don't judge yourself, because this is another limiting belief that you have. So just first thing, observe your life. Like, take a couple of days, maybe a week or two, notice those things. Then I suggest pick one thing that you want to start shifting. Okay, it could be the way you eat, the way you wake up in the morning, the way you walk. Take a different route to work. Dress differently. One thing, and start shifting it. Force your mind to do one thing differently. Okay. What else? Well, after you're doing this, I think celebrate your success.
Yes.
Because if, for example, after 1 month, you succeed waking up an hour earlier, then celebrate it, because this is amazing. Like, you did something that you wanted to do, and it was hard. You went all the way, and you did it. Celebrate it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very important. Very important to celebrate those little wins. Like, you know, we always, and that's like a bigger thing, but at every single moment of life, we're hoping for things, we're aiming for things, but then we forget that a month ago, we were aiming for this exact moment that we are in. So every single day, celebrate the things that you actually hoped for a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, a day before. If you got it, celebrate it.
Yeah, I think that this is a great way to start. Okay, so
And if I go back, maybe one more thing about mindset, like uh, be aware. So Maayan said before, like the first thing is observe what you're doing. Uh, don't be judgmental, but be aware of the state of mind that you are in different aspects that you do in your life. Okay, because until the moment that you will be more in control of your mind and be more aware of what you're thinking at every single moment of the day, and this is a journey, we got it after years of practicing it, and we're here for help to help you if you want to practice it on a daily basis and work on that. But start to be aware, because our mind tend to like move and change a little. Our mindset tend to change a bit based on different things that we have to do in life. Like think of, as I said in the beginning, what is your like state of mind when you go to work, when you go to the gym, when you go to sleep, when you eat, it's different things. So try and start be aware. So this is like, as Maayan said, observe without a judgment. This is hard to do, so but try and do that, and then try and work on the flexibility of your mind. Like say hi to your lazy brain and be stronger than this, so you can start making a shift. And specifically on mindset, remind yourself that everything you do, you can look at things differently. Okay, so if for example it's afternoon right now and you wanted to go out, like I look at the sky and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be dark in 5 minutes and I needed to do a certain thing. This is out my negative mind that goes directly on like an autopilot, being like, ooh, so the day went by, so what am I gonna do? And it's causing me to stress for nothing. Like I will still be able to do what I wanted to do, and if not today, I can do it tomorrow. And you see how I shifted my mind in a minute just by being aware. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's true. It's gonna be dark. Okay, it's a fact. What am I doing with it right now? I'm gonna shift my mindset into a more positive one and asking myself, okay, so what am I doing with it right now? Ask yourself positive questions. What can you do? How do you benefit? What is good for you?
This is amazing, but I think this takes a lot of practice to get to this mindset. Okay, and we've been practicing it a lot, like for years now. It was really hard for us at the beginning to put off a sentence like this. Okay, but you can do it. Like if we did it, you can do it also.
Everyone can do it.
Yeah.
That's whether you're a young kid or a very old person, it's working for everyone. It's about the practicing those things. Okay, mindset is like a muscle. Like if you're gonna go to the gym and practice your biceps, now it's gonna be very mushy and nothing, and in a month it's gonna be stronger, and in 3 years it's gonna be even stronger. So it's up to practicing daily.
Yeah.
But so let's try and conclude this idea about mindset and what can you do about it. So by now you should know what mindset is. We've been blah blah about it for a couple of minutes now. But we love what we're doing, so hey, we can talk about it for hours. So if I go back to, let's say, like 3 things about mindset, like what can you do right now after watching this video?
So start observing your behaviors. Pick one thing that you want to change and start doing it in a different way. And 3, celebrate every success you have, even if it's super small. Okay, celebrate it, big party. Okay,
big party, and
and
I think that's about it. For today. We're here. If you have any specific questions about mindset, about positive mindset, about mindset shift, everything that you want to discuss with us, we're here for you. And
we really want to talk to you. We really want to share with you our knowledge, our experience about everything about mindset shift. We're here for you. So
feel free to send us a message, to comment here below, to contact us via our email, our Instagram. We're free literally like everywhere to just talk to you. And we have a lot of things that, a lot of experience and knowledge that can help you make this shift if it's something you're interested in. So let us know.
Yeah, and thank you so much for watching and being here with us.
And we hope to see you soon.
Yeah.